Hey, welcome to Beauty Beyond Blemishes, a Jade Alycia Beauty original podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. This one's called The Expansion. Let's listen in. So, welcome back, BBB listeners, to Episode 3 of Season 2. It's been a while since we discussed Jade Alycia Beauty as a brand, as far as like where we're going, what we're doing. The last time we discussed it was during our relaunch episode in season 1, which was super powerful, and it was definitely all about making a really great comeback. And in this episode, we're going to be expanding on that story and filling you guys in on the recent timeline of what we've done and why we decided to do that as we continue to grow and further expand as a brand. All right, so let's get this story time started. So last we spoke, we discussed the complete rebrand and relaunch of Jade Alycia Beauty from being the glamorous touch. And if you have not heard that incredible story, it is something that I definitely recommend to listen to before you listen to this episode, so then you can connect all the pieces. And also, it's definitely a relatable episode to all of our fellow entrepreneurs or people that are aspiring to be an entrepreneur in the beauty space. It's really a heartfelt story, so definitely tune in. But let's get into the expansion, which is what we're going to chat about today. And it's a really exciting chapter in Jade Alycia Beauty, not only for me personally, because I am the face of my own brand, but also just for my team and everything as we continue to grow and expand and look at different ways in which we can get in contact with all of you, right? So it's all about exploring and expanding in different new innovative ways, which is always fun, whether you're focusing on marketing or you're focusing on branding. It's always fun to see how you can better communicate with your audience. So let me start off by saying that this expansion was not something that was pre-planned, and it's not something that I had ever aimed to do. In my heart and in my mind, once the relaunch happened, I felt like Jade Alycia Beauty was really set and ready to go. And I found that in that relaunch, there were some hiccups and things that needed to be ironed out, as far as making sure that our branding is really clear, our messaging is really clear, and that we are actually talking to our ideal audience. And so in that, I felt it's really fitting to give our website, which is essentially the atmosphere or the taste of our brand that our customers get to experience beyond our social media platforms. And I thought it would just be fitting to really give that a makeover, to really make it so it's designed to align with our new branding, our new look, our new name, our new feel, because it was completely different from the glamorous touch. Like the glamorous touch, for those that have not followed the brand from the beginning, our colors were different, our logo was completely different, our reason for being in business was different, our products and services were much, much different. And so it was really basically starting from a clean slate. So in that relaunch came the idea to design a brand new website for Jade Alycia Beauty that would match our new branding, our new face, our new image, our new color palette, everything, our new products, our labels, our branding, our aesthetic. So with that in mind, or really not with that in mind, but I was experimenting and playing around with what this new website would look like. Because to be completely honest, I knew I wanted something different. I knew I wanted something edgy, aesthetic, creative, innovative, and a design that we could grow with as a brand over the years and not necessarily have to keep scrapping it and starting over from scratch. So with that concept, I guess, in the back of my mind, I just started designing and doing like a rough layout of my website that I would want to have, the e-commerce website that I would want to have for Jade Alycia Beauty. And honestly, it started as a passion project because if you guys don't know, in addition to fashion and beauty, I am a graphic designer, and design is really another one of my skill sets, and I have a graphic design company. So this was like second nature to me to go and start designing a website. So I started designing the website with Jade Alycia Beauty in mind, and the customer and our products and everything like that. And so once I was able to really break that ice as far as getting started and get past those initial like design roadblocks, it flourished into a full-blown like project that I was like, okay, now that I'm building this, I'm working on this, and I'm really loving this, the momentum is building, and now like I have to launch this. I have to see this be the actual website because I loved it way more than I ever had expected to as I was first designing it. And so this expansion of the brand brought along so many other assets and so many other aspects that I had never even like thought of and had never thought to do. But, you know, as the brand was expanding visually, it was like strategically the brand was also expanding at the same time. And so with that came the, you know, launching of our now loyalty program, which is really exciting. It's called J Club, and it's such an exclusive club of our loyal members that you can sign up for free, and you can get rewarded on every single purchase, every refill. You can also take advantage of our auto ship and save, which is basically our monthly subscription where you get automatically delivered select kits, sets, or bundles every single month. And it's at your convenience, so you'll never run out. And there's just so many other things. We've also expanded into, you know, having a chat box on our website so that you can literally chat and ask questions. We have frequently asked questions that auto-populate and that are always there and available. So we've definitely integrated a lot more than just design, but we've integrated so many new services and products and offerings, and we've even integrated recently AI, and that has been such a powerhouse transformation and part of the biggest part of our expansion as a brand, because as a small business, taking on AI can seem really scary for a lot of people. But once you're educated about it and you know strategically where you want to place it, what it's supposed to do, how it's going to help to make things more efficient and streamlined, you're like, oh, I wish I had this like 10, 20 years ago. And so having AI incorporated in Jade Alycia Beauty, our business, our brand, has helped so much, not only to be able to serve more customers, but to be able to serve them in a better, more tailored way. And so the expansion of the brand goes far beyond just the new website, which is completely amazing. Definitely check it out. It's absolutely an experience that you're not going to find anywhere else on the internet. And it's really, you know, you're really going to get a really great sense of the brand from our website to our socials, to our email list, which is another great thing that I'm going to point out as far as the expansion of our brand in just a moment. But the website is honestly, it's a work of art. It's not just a website. It is like a beautiful branded design. So check it out, if for nothing else, to just check out the layout, the flow, and to have a great shopping experience. So another thing that I just touched on as far as the expansion of our brand is really establishing a newsletter that we wanted to give out on a weekly basis to our, you know, customers that sign up for that really want that constant contact of like, hey, this is what's going on. These are our events. These are our product launches. Like, this is how you can sign up early to shop. All of that insider info. So we've compiled that now into our weekly newsletter called J News, which you can sign up for right on the website. And it gives you exclusive access to like all the insider info regarding events that we do, online events, product launches, pre-order sales, everything that you want to know about what's going on. We keep you up to date right in our newsletter. So that is a part of expansion of our brand, as well as, and this is like one of the biggest keys, is we had started J magazine from our fashion brand Jade Alycia Inc. And that was just a compilation of fashion articles that we had written in-house about our collections, about our products, about questions that our customers may have, answering those. And so it really did really well. It flourished well. A lot of people loved the content. And so we wanted to carry that over to our sister brand, Jade Alycia Beauty, in which we would have a separate beauty category. So with the launching of our brand new site, the expansion of our brand as far as AI and the integration of different softwares and materials and tools that we use, we also decided to capitalize on J Mag and really expand it into beauty as well, and give those same in-house editorial stories, but from a lens of beauty, self-care, self-love, self-care tips from that perspective, as opposed to the flip side, which is fashion, because beauty and fashion go hand in hand. And so it was such a great compliment for that magazine, our in-house publication, and it was also a huge accomplishment to expand the magazine from just a fashion magazine with just a fashion category to now a beauty category. So the expansion of Jade Alycia Beauty is so vast. It's not just a website, it's definitely so much more that we are offering. And those are just, the tip of the iceberg. There's so many other products and services that we have on our site that I haven't even gone through and mentioned and highlighted, but it is a way for us to just better help serve you guys, right? And to really help you have a great shopping experience and to solve your problems and to help you with your needs, give you solutions in a way that's manageable, that's easy, that's memorable, but that's also impactful and helps to instill self-confidence, restore self-love, and all of those things that people lose in the midst of having issues with acne, issues with psoriasis, sunburn, imperfect skin, battling hormonal acne, all those things that, you sort of compromise on or lose yourself during that journey. We're helping you to pick that back up, regain it, and for it to be at a much higher level than it ever was. So like I said, this expansion was not something that was pre-planned, not something that I ever thought would be a road that I would go down or need to go down or thought to go down. But it's definitely a choice that I see was completely essential and very critical to the growth of Jade Alycia Beauty over the years to come. And even for right now, it was super essential. And I think that the expansion of the brand is even going to be even greater than that over the next couple of months and years. But it was such a powerful starting point, and it just goes to show how important it is to really be in tune to your brand and really understand your audience, what they need, how to best serve them so that you can best position your brand and your products and your services to get their attention, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all trying to help solve people's problems and help to reach them in ways that we can, whether it be on social media, whether it be here, on your podcast or through your website or YouTube, wherever it is. We're all trying to reach our ideal audience in order to be able to best serve them. And I think the funniest part of all of this is that the initial designing of the website started in the midst of COVID. It was not, I was working on a million different projects in the midst of COVID, but this one was like more like a passion project for me. And so it took over just about a year. It was just a year that I was working on this website and really perfecting it, to be able to rule it out live, that, I went through and designed it all, because it just took so much time. And when you spend that much time on a project, a design project for your brand, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into that. There's a lot of, moving things around and tweaking things to be just right. And it's a lot of dedication of time and making sure everything is working, not only on the front end, but the back end. And so there was a lot of love that went into building this website over the course of a year, like I said, and unexpectedly as well, because it was not something that I had set out to do as a goal for Jade Alycia Beauty. It's just something that sort of evolved and got to a point where I was like, this actually, we're onto something here, and this could really be great. And so we just rolled with the punches. And I think a lot of times in the beauty industry, people are so scared to stand out and to do something different and to just sort of pivot on a short notice. And they just get so comfortable in what's already been done and what they already know, and the rhythm that everyone else is already doing. And they forget to be trailblazers. They forget to be industry leaders, or maybe they don't forget. They don't aim to be those things. And so they fall in the shadows and people forget about them, because the truth is, in business, if you're not innovating and if you are not constantly thinking about the future and how your brand plays into that and can evolve and shape that, you're going to become obsolete. It's just the nature of business. And you can even see it now with COVID basically being over, how a lot of businesses crumbled and fell and did not, make it through COVID, because they were not innovative brands. For the majority of them, they were not. They were not trying to embrace the new. They weren't trying to, do something different, adapt, pivot. They were stuck in the old ways of which we did things and thought, okay, COVID's just going to pass and everything's going to go back to how it was. But they're wrong. It changed completely. Everything is online now. People shop virtually more than they ever have. And so you have to take control of that market. And as a business owner, whether you're in beauty, fashion, or design, you have to look at the market, and you have to understand that your business has to move and change with the market as far as adaptation. But you also have to become a leader and strive to be a leader of innovation in your market, so that you can be ahead of the curve and not behind it, trying to play catch up. And that is like a key takeaway and a key word of advice that I would give to any beauty business owner, is to always be innovative and see how you can upgrade your business to be the new standard in your industry. So with all that said, I hope this episode of Beauty Beyond Blemishes was really inspiring yet informative. And I hope you head over to jadealiciabeauty.com to check out all the hard work that myself and the team has been working on, making sure everything's flawless. Don't forget to sign up for J News, our weekly newsletter. Sign up for J Mag, our in-house editorial. You'll be getting tons of stories on self-care, self-love, tips, more, everything that you're looking for here, but in a greater way and more in depth over there. And then also don't forget to join our rewards program, our loyalty program, J Club, where you get to earn exclusive club member only rewards through purchases and social interactions with us. So definitely get signed up for that. And I will see you in the next episode, where we will be discussing what self-love is. That's going to be a really interesting episode. We're going to be diving into that topic really, really deep, so get ready. But this episode was definitely for you beauty business owners, so I hope you appreciated it. Don't forget to be a trailblazer in your industry and start looking for ways to expand in your own business. See you in the next episode. If you would like to give your beauty brand a shout out on our show, head on over to jadealiciabeauty.com/BBB-podcast to learn how you can sponsor an episode or a segment. Thank you for listening to Beauty Beyond Blemishes. We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Let us know what you think about the episode over on our Instagram at Beauty Beyond Blemishes. We would like to give a huge shout out to our natural skincare brand, Jade Alycia Beauty. And until next time, love the skin you're in.